Guys, there's a new box out now. Truth Universe looks amazing and makes everything else before it look boring. There's only one problem. I ain't got no gems. Let's do this! Right guys, so we're talking about a day. Been away from the channel for a while because hey, been busy with actual work. And just checking out this new box that came out, and it just looks freaking amazing. DDD is rocking, support for Crystal, Ancient Pixie Dragon, Malefic Stardust Dragon. It's all about the Malefics, but there's also Degrade, there's also Cybers, a lot of support, a lot of mixing up, Invoke support, Dinosaur support. It's just freaking amazing, this box. It makes you actually feel stupid about wasting your resources or your time looking at other boxes, but this one, it's just freaking amazing. So let's do a whole breakdown about it. Let's look at it, saliva about it, because I ain't got no gems. Brand new channel. I need you guys' support, need you guys' donations to be able to keep the channel alive. In the meantime, it'll be just me talking crap and playing aromas. Not gonna lie to you, I don't want to make a bullshit channel. I want to make you guys an honest channel. We can all have fun. So in the meantime, let's have fun just checking out this new box. Alright, so Truth Universe is all about the Malefic structures, the Cybers, the DDD, and support for Crystal and Dinosaurs. Malefic Stardust Dragon. So basically all the ace monsters, the famous monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Have a Malefic structure. What does this do? Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one Stardust Dragon from your extra deck. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. Not hard actually, you just gotta have one of those in your extra deck, a Stardust Dragon, and that's it. And you can get Stardust from just using a Yugioh and just getting him, and he's part of his actual deck. Alright, so face of field cannot be destroyed by effects. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. If there is no face of field spell on the field, destroy this card. Okay, so that's the downside of all these Malefics. You gotta have a field all the time, but it doesn't really make it that hard. I mean, there's for example the skill peak performance where you get mountain right off the bat with Kaiba, and there's all other fields like for example Mystic Depths with the water guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! So there's a lot of characters that have a field card right off the bat, and there's support for that in this deck as well. So these guys are going to be all the Malefics. They're all going to be about field, field, and field. So it's like basically using the guys from 5Ds, the bad guys from 5Ds. It's all the same. Here we have a Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon, super rare, cannot be normal summon, must be first special summon from your hand by banishing one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. There can only be one Malefic monster. That's the downside. You can only have one of these guys on the field at the same time. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. There's no face of field in this card. Destroy this card. Okay, so why do you want this guy instead of just a standard Blue Eyes? Well, he's easier to bring down technically. You just gotta have a field spell card, and boom, you can special summon him by banishing one Blue Eyes from the deck. So you figure out a way to just bring back your banished cards, and boom, you're set. So they don't seem that hard to bring down. The problem I see with them is just maintaining them on the field. But for that you have Malefic Territory. When this card is activated, you can activate one Malefic World from your deck. Malefic World being the field spell for these guys. While this card is in the field zone, neither player can target a card in the field zone with card effects. So this is your protection for your field spell cards. So this could be a big ass problem if you bring it down. It doesn't matter if you have Cosmic Cyclone, you gotta take care of this card first and then a field spell. So it's protection, it's walls of protections. Though this is pitching out to be a new meta right off the bat. Okay, there can only be one face of Malefic monster in the field, because there can only be one face of Malefic face of monster in the field with the same name. So this means you can have more than one Malefic monster in the field as well. During the battle phase, negate the effects of face of Malefic monsters on the field. So that's the only downside. If these monsters have any effect, you're not going to have that effect while you're in battle phase. So you got to think about that. So this is a deck that you really got to think about how to play it out. But apparently, once the meta sims down And a few people that got nothing else to do with their money but spend hundreds of dollars in new boxes every 3 weeks are gonna find a way to build optimal decks for these guys and use them. They seem a lot of fun. Shame I won't be able to play them. I'm gonna have to stick to whatever Dark Magician structures I have, Super Heavy Samurais, whatever Aroma support I got, and whatever Blue Eye support I got, and whatever Cyber Dragon support I got. So I'm gonna skip this one, but it seems like it's gonna be way a lot of fun. So, how about the DD? The DDs look amazing. I saw them, they're a combination of DD and DDD. They're fusion and they're synchro as well. So you can have a fusion and synchro deck. If another DD monster is special summoned on the field while you control this phase of card, except during the damage step, you can target one DD monster from your graveyard special summon it. You can only use the effect of DDD Flame King Genghis, butchering that name, but that's alright, once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can target one Dark Contract card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay, so the way these guys work, this is the Ace Ultra Rare, the guy you're gonna have to pull 3 boxes for to get him, unless you got a shitload of cash. This is the guy that basically brings all the others back. And these guys are all about the contracts. They're all about the contracts. During your main phase, you can add one DD monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Dark Contract with the gate once per turn. Once per turn during your standby phase, you take 1000 damage. So these guys are all about giving you damage. So you can either play these guys, or you can mix them with a deck that heals you, or a deck that does more damage to the other. So I'm seeing this already, using it with Marek, Yami Marek. Maybe possibly combining them with Aroma decks, or a deck that heals you, Dino Power, I don't know, maybe. I see potential. This is basically a combination. This guy, DD Swirl Slime, this is the Ace, that's the core, Fiend Effect. If this card is in your hand, you can fusion summon one DDD fusion monster. Caution, there's DD and there's DDD monsters, so they're not the same, but they go together. From DDD fusion monster from your deck. Using monsters from your hand as fusion materials, including this card. So you don't even have to bring them on the field, is that what I'm getting? Alright, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one DD from your hand. You can only use the effect of DD once per turn. So if you got a double D guy in your hand, you can banish this guy, you can bring him down. Or you can fusion summon the triple D monster from your extra deck if this guy's on the field. That's what I'm getting. Very, very, very useful guy. I'm currently kind of feeling more than Malefics, but these DDs, I see them amazing. About this guy, DDD Dragon King Pendulum, rare. Lately, the rare cards are better and better and better every single time. So we gotta try this out. Oh, and guess what? I've been doing this video looking at the browser and not showing the browser. Sorry guys, I'm just stupid that way. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I've been seeing. Alright. So you've got this guy. If this card is in your hand, you can tribute one dragon type monster and one other fiend type monster from your hand and or your start at the field. Special summon this card once per turn. You can discard one card. This card gains 500 attack. Then you can destroy one spell trap on the field. So this guy can basically obliterate Dark Magician decks like right off the bat. This attack increases lasts until the end of the turn. So you can discard this guy, right? And then you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one DD monster from your hand. So this guy makes this guy go down, and then this guy can call monsters from your hand. It's about this guy. 1 or 3 more DDD monsters are on the field. This card gains 3000 attack. Okay, but you can't really have 3 more. This is a classic case about when a trading card game that has 5 monster field zones comes down to Duel Links, and then you gotta accommodate him because he's not really meant for a 3 monster zone, but a 5 monster zone, and they do nothing to fix it. Okay, so if 3 or more triple D monsters are on the field, this card gains 3000 attack. But that's counting him, right? So wait, you gotta have only 2 more. Holy shit, this guy comes out with 6000. If another DD monster is normal or special summon to your field while this monster is on the field, except during damage step, You can target one DD monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use the effect of DDD Gus High King Alexander once per turn. Man, these names for these monsters are getting more and more mouthful. But he's just super rare, so he's easier to get, and he seems to be a staple in these DDD. I'm gonna have to find what this DDD means. So first activate the effect of DDD Spellsmart. Then send a card from your hand and DDD King to the graveyard to fusion summon DDD Dragon Bane King Beowulf. Alright. Next summon DDD Nighthowl to activate its effect. Oh my god, it's exhausting. Then DDD King Dragon King Pentagram from the graveyard to activate the effect of DDD Dragon. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to find a way to call these guys because I can't be doing DDD every single time. Double D, triple D. Now synchro. Okay, I see a lot of hassle, a lot of work for these guys to be able to work. Man, Duel Links is getting more and more burden every day. I mean, these look amazing, but they're just so much math to them. Okay, Malefic Stardust Dragon seems to be the ace ultra rare, the signature guy from the picture of the box, and he seems to be a card that can work very well with the current meta, since Stardust is basically everywhere, and we have two types of Stardust already on the field. So how about Ancient Pixie Dragon? After resolving a field spell card that was activated during your turn, draw one card. Okay, you can only use the effect of Pixie Dragon once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one face-up attack position monster in the field, destroy that target. There must be a face-up field spell on the field to activate and resolve this effect. Okay, so what I'm seeing interesting is that this guy is a level 7? Okay, so he's a level 7 that you don't need to have a field spell card to have him in. So you can bring him down, activate a field spell, draw a card, destroy a monster, and then bring down this guy. So I see a big problem if you know how to work him right. Okay, so we already saw this guy, Malefic Paradox Gear. This seems to be the actual core. If a face-up field is on the field, you can tribute this card, especially summon Malefic Paradox Gear from your deck. Then add a Malefic monster from your deck to your hand. So he's your searcher. Alright. If a Malefic monster would banish a monster to special summon itself by its own way, you can banish this card you control or in your graveyard instead. Okay, so this guy is basically the GOAT. He's the core engine. He's the searcher. Nice. You need 3 of these apparently. Okay, we saw this guy already, DD Will Slime. Okay, the Great Buster. Cannot be normal summon, must be special summon from your hand by banishing. And it's Cybers, so it's a new generation Cybers. I'm very interested in the Cybers. I'm crazy with machine type monsters. I mean, Ancient Gear was my favorite starter box. 6 Samurai and Ancient Gear was a box I began the game with. So this could be the reason why I can spend 2.5 weeks saving gems just to be able to pull in this box for the Cybers guys. Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summon from your hand by banishing 2 Cybers monsters from your graveyard. You can target one monster your opponent controls with higher attack than this card. Quick effect, banish it until the end phase. You can only use the effect of the Great Buster once per turn. Yeah, but the problem is that he's 2,500, not 2,000. So I mean that could take out Blue Eyes, that could take out all these big ass monsters, but it won't take out Dark Magician. It won't take out Mecha Dragon, the Cyber Dark Dragon. It won't take out many other monsters at 2,500. It could barely take out Desperado Dragon. So I gotta see. But Cybers, I think the Cybers are gonna be the new Luna Lights, if you ask me. But I gotta research more about this. Malefic Rainbow Dragon. So basically, all the famous dragons and all the famous monsters are gonna get a Malefic edition now, all at once. Cannot be normal summon set. This card cannot be special summon except by removing from play one Rainbow Dragon. Blah blah blah. We know this already from hand or deck. You can only have one face up. Okay, blah blah blah. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. Okay, alright, so this is basically a 4,000 attack beat stick that's gonna come down if you have a field spell card. That's it. Very, very interesting. You know, I see these decks working very well with that magic card that you gain HP whenever you banish a monster, because there's a lot of banishing going on with these guys. Dino Wrestler, Capo, A Raptor. Okay, so it's basically a Jamaican man capoeira dinosaur. Alright. Hats off to whatever guy got stolen for that monster. The attack position cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card is attacked, change it to defense at the end of the damage step. It's an 1800, level 4, okay. During your standby phase, if this card is in defense position, you can special summon one Dino Wrestler Capoeira from your deck. You can only use the effect of Dino. I see these guys working well with Invoked. I mean, one of them can bring down another one, they're Earth, so you can kind of combine them with Invoked. I don't see how they're going to be that much versatile compared to the Elemental Savers, but this could be an entirely new way of playing the Invoked monsters. Okay, what else do we got ultra rare? Well, oh, Dark Dust Spirit. Remember her from the TCG? When this card is normal summon or flip face up, destroy all other face up monsters on the field. Okay, so this is your nuke bomb. You got another way of nuking, and he's level 6. So only one card needed to summon it. Alright. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneosaurus. Miscellaneosaurus. This is a mouthful. During either player's main phase, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. During your main phase, dinosaur type monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. So Magician's Circle, you can't use it. It's like every single card that's coming out now, it's just for Magician's Circle. You can banish any number of dinosaur monsters from your graveyard, including this card, special summon one dinosaur type monster from your deck, whose level equal to the total level of monsters banished to activate this effect, but the story during the end phase. Okay, I'm seeing this card 3 times in the deck, and it's fire, so you got rock and you got fire. So I'm seeing this working very, very well with Invoked. I would love to see an Invoke combination with these guys. Just a break. Activate only when your opponent declares an attack against a face-up normal monster you control. Destroy all monsters in the field except the face-up attack position normal monster. Okay, alright, so this is a good deck for magicians, normal monsters, blue eyes, Neos, whatever signature anime normal monster that they're trying to toss everything but the kitchen sink to it, just so it could have support, like Dark Magician and like Blue Eyes. Alright. I got 0 views. That's nice. That's very nice. Wasted a lot of money playing Duel Links, and I get no support on YouTube. Do I care to continue? This looks nice. I mean, Dark Contract. This seems to be the spell card that's continuous for the DD monsters. Malefic Territory. Malefic Territory here seems to be the card that calls a field spell. Another Dark Contract with the gate for DD. So you got DD and you got DDD. Rainbow Bridge, support for Rainbow, add 1 crystal spell trap card to your... Okay, that's good. Support for the crystal monsters. And what's a Guard Dragon? Cannot be normal summoned set, must be special summoned by a card effect. This card is special summoned from the field of deck. You can double the card's original attack until the end phase. So this is a 4,000 attack monster that if you can call it from this field, from the deck. So how do you call this monster from the deck? Cannot be known by a card effect. If this card is special summoned from the hand or deck, you can double its attack. So how do you special summon this card? It's a good way to think about it, because if you do, you got a 4,000 attack monster. You got King Alexander, it's a triple D, 2,500. Cannot be special summoned to your field. If another DD monster is normal special summon to your field, well, you can tilt this face-up card. Level 7. You can target 1 level 4 level DD monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So these guys call a lot into each other. Very, very interesting. This guy do, any effect you will inflict makes you gain LP instead. So these cards that give you damage, 1,000 damage, and this card 1,000 damage, this guy would heal you instead. So that's how you keep alive using these monsters. This guy do, this card gains attack equal to the combined original attack of monsters equipped to it by its effect. 2 triple D monsters on return. When an attack monster declared on this card, you can target 1. Okay, turn into the hand. Alright, so DDs are interesting, are very interesting. And more DD. I'm just kind of all confused with the triple D and the double D. I mean, you got triple D, you got double D. I guess if you can work out the alphabet, these guys can be interesting. This card is in the hand. You can tribute one dragon type monster, one of the fiend monsters from your hand. Special summon this card. So these guys apparently find very, very quick and easy ways to bring themselves on the field, banishing each other. This is their tuner. Normal summon, you can target one DD monster and graveyard, special summon it. So this guy comes out on the field, and you can call another DD down on the field. And it's 4. So it's 3, so you can call whatever is level 4. So what do we got DD that's level 4? Let me see. Do we got, is this guy level 4? This is level 2. So what do we got DD that's level 4? We got DD, we got DD. This guy is level 2. This guy is level not 4. Okay, so I just gotta look it down, but we gotta have some level 4 here somewhere going. Oh, here we go. Okay, this guy's a level 4. So this guy can call. This guy can come down and can call this guy, and you can synchro to a level 6 monster. Dog, this deck looks amazing. All of them look amazing. Here's Malefic World. When this card is face up on the field, you can activate an effect instead of conducting your normal phase. Choose 3 Malefic cards from your deck and have your opponent pick one of them at random. Add it to your hand. Shuffle the rest back in your deck. Alright, so it's basically Magician's Circle with a twist to it. It seems very, 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 very interesting. DD reroll on all the normal cards that people are going to ignore, but then 6 months down the road they're going to say that they're amazing, that how come nobody used them. But again, what I'm interested in is the Cybers ones. So let me look for more Cybers cards here. Do we have enough Cybers cards here to be able to play Cybers? Or it's just basically like super heavy samurais where they're not ready yet. If all monsters you control are Cybers bonus, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Cybers, convert this one, return this way. With this card's normal summon, you can take one face-up monster you control. It becomes a Cybers monster until the turn. Interesting. Interesting. So what can I do with having Cybers monsters on the field? Sign a ritual. Okay, so Cybers are ritual monsters. Alright, so let me see what else do we have here. Cybers Beacon. Okay, but what are the Cybers monsters? I'm seeing a lot of triple D and double D and whatever, Malefic. But what do we have Cybers? I mean, we got the Great Buster, which is Cybers, but what else? I gotta sit down with this box and check it out because I don't think we have enough Cybers support yet. But I don't know, it just caught my eye. I like what I'm seeing about these Cybers. This box all in all seems very, very interesting. The kind of boxes that make you feel kind of stupid for pulling over previous boxes where they don't really have much. I mean, if you're not a Dark Magician spammer or a Blue Eyes old player that has already all the cards of support for Blue Eyes and Muslim and White, etc., it's been hard these last couple of months. But this box can be a fresh start. It seems to be giving a lot of support for a lot of things. I mean, if you like playing Crystal Beast, this is good. The last couple of boxes have been more about one card that becomes a staple, like in the new mini box, the trap card, or in the previous box before that, there was a lot of support for Gladiator Beast and a lot of support for Blue Eyes, and Luna, of course. But that was basically it. I mean, you either love those monsters or you hate them and you just wanted this type of TCG action coming down at you. It's interesting. I would love to see how Shiranui and Dark Magician goes around this box. Alright guys, so that's basically my stream for tonight. Talking about the new box. Again, new channel. I'm trying to make it here. Love donations if you can help me out. I would love to do new pools for you guys and talk about it and be more consistent. So far I've wasted all my resources, so I know I'm talking crap. But, you know, a coffee dollar is appreciated, and whatever I get goes right back into Duel Links for you guys so we can have an awesome community. Thank you very much. Peace. Please subscribe if you like it. If not, just hit a like or just watch a video. I really appreciate it, alright? Be safe, guys. Thank you very much.